Okay, so I guess when David in his teens was, it sounds like painting. I Now it's hard. This is hard. It's a hard question because I tend, as you guys know from reading my articles, I tend to share a lot in my articles about things,
Yep.
various things I've done, driving across
Hmm.
the country, dropping out of college a couple of different times, all of that. But one that I don't think I've covered yet is that when I was a teenager, I spent a lot of my time playing something called Dungeons and Dragons. Now,
Oh yeah.
you're all laughing, so you all know what that is. To anybody out there who's watching this, just Google it. It was a kind of interactive, storytelling. Where one person sort of creates the adventure and the others sort of play characters, in that
Hmm.
adventure. And more often than not, I was what was called the dungeon master. I was the one creating the
Oh,
stories.
you were the dungeon master.
I
Yeah,
was
no wonder. No wonder.
There you go.
But
It just there's that
way.
bulb which has gone up in David's head. Oh my goodness.
Dungeon master, master writer, so, but
Yep.
it was a great way at the time, because I was rather, introverted and shy, but it was a great way for me to have to, because no matter what adventure you would create, it would invariably go off the rails 5 minutes in when they decided they wanted to go into the woods instead of follow the road, right? So I had to do a lot of this on the fly content and story creation, like
Hmm.
right there on the spot. And it was almost kind of an like improv for a writer. So this was a real sort of baptism, by fire for me, that it's
Hmm.
something that has sort of stuck with me to this day, that, I got to write an article, this week, and I just got to come up with something, and I just got to
Hmm.
pull one little piece and turn it into an article or a story or whatever it is. And that was something that I kind of honed very early on in my teen years by doing something incredibly geeky with my friends. So
Lovely.